Hello again, and welcome back to We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, a podcast where we talk about the very first series of Terrace House, Boys and Girls Next Door. Hello again, my name is Jason, and I'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of the spicy, but yes, new season of Terrace House for the series. But before we start, let me introduce everyone else to the panel. Oh yeah, and I can see over here, one is so excited to talk about this new episode. Everyone's favorite, Tim. Hey Tim, how you been, buddy? How's it going there?
I'm good, man. Everything's great. It's a good week. Sun is shining. Summer's like here, and we're starting off summer with a nice episode of Terrace House.
Oh, I could see that you are into your sun, as I think behind you is orange juice. You're getting that vitamin D. Jeez.
Vitamin D? What?
I see. Clearly, I don't know my vitamins. But yeah, as we continue to the rest of our panel, we have our resident TikToker, Cheska. How you been?
Woo! Not gonna lie, I was just staring at your Hello Kitty humidifier.
Oh yes, I have a Hello Kitty humidifier.
Yeah,
right here,
and never noticed it till today, so I was just like,
It's been there.
I never noticed it.
It's all good. It's on periodically when my room is dry, hence the humidifier. But yeah,
Which is fair. It's cute though.
thank you. It's my niece's.
Oh.
You stole it. I see.
I didn't steal it. I asked for it because they have a better humidifier. But yeah. And of course, we have last but not least, the man, the only one with the hat on our squad right now. We got James. James, how you been? How's it going?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. It was a busy week last week. Your boy got vaccinated. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. This is a good time in my life right now, and it is also a good time in Terrace House.
Sick. You are not lying about that. This episode is one of the most happiest, if anything, a very vibe change considered to last seasons. But yeah, we'll go into it. But before we go into this episode, let's let everyone know how anyone could reach us into our podcast and what it does.
To all of our lovely viewers out there, anything We the Panel related can be found on all podcasting platforms. So that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and for additional podcasting stuff with us, you can find that on our Anchor at anchor.fm/we-the-panel. And you can also catch us right here on YouTube. For all notifications, click that bell down below. And right next to it is that big red button and subscribe. It really goes a long way. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tim. Woo!
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. You can also find us on Instagram at We the Panel Pod.
Oh.
Damn! I thought I covered all my bases.
Where I post some little clips of what we do. I let y'all know when we're recording, when we're posting, all that kind of juicy stuff. So if you want to see updates on that, then follow us there. But of course, we will get into Terrace House, Boys and Girls Next Door, episode 39, first episode of season 4, titled Ready for Summer. Which is appropriate because, we're getting pretty, I don't know, I was pointing over here. Y'all can't see my window, but it's sunny. We're getting to the summer months, so it feels appropriate that we're talking about this era of Terrace House.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it starts as it always does, with you and the rest of the group asking what happened last episode. So Hana, OG, and Aya left. We got to see some growth with Taechan. You know, he talks about how he is over getting girls. He wants to focus on his career, so great for him. And we got some new member intros, which was great. Now the episode actually starts with everyone asleep. I say everyone, but it's literally it's Taechan, Daiki, and Miyoko asleep. And the doorbell rings, and the new members show up. So I'm gonna go one member at a time, and I want y'all to give me like your first impressions of them. Okay, so starting with Rina Sumioka. She is 23, which is the same age as Daiki. She is a musician. And when asked why she came to the house, she says that she really likes the environment of the house and she thinks that it's a good influence for her music. So, Rina, what do y'all think?
I think she's trying to plug her music, you know? Just coming, like I mean, you know, the way she phrased it, I guess sounded like it would influence like her music writing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also like, yeah, it's exposure. It's great exposure.
I mean, I think that's what Terrace House is about at this point. It's just
Right?
exposure now, so
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, in terms of how she dresses, I was just getting genre music vibes from her, like what type of genre. And I was guessing, I think I said this like on our last episode. I think she gave me like early YouTube vibes with like Kina Grannis and like a folk vibe from her. That's what I was getting. No? Anyone?
I feel that. I like, yeah, she dressed kind of, you know, kind of wholesome, kind of let's all kind of get together and do something fun, you know. So she was cool. I thought that she was nice. It is only the first episode that we saw of her, so we can't really say too much yet. But from what we saw, I thought she was pretty cool. Yeah.
I always have a soft spot for like petite girls with really big guitars. So I was like, oh my gosh, that guitar is huge. And later throughout the episodes, we always see her carry it around. So I'm like, okay, I get it. She plays guitar, but I really wish that she said, I'm a musician. Oh, what do you play? And I thought she was going to say like something else like saxophone. I'm like, oh, dang, that would have been so funny. But of course, she
That
plays
would have been
guitar.
cool though.
Yeah.
If she played the saxophone.
Yeah.
Keeps it in a guitar case.
I love it.
I would do that. I straight
Yeah.
up would. I'd mod
Yeah.
a different instrument case.
Musicians and saxophonists will like come at you, Tim, if you put it in a guitar case.
Just throw everybody off. Oh yeah, you guys want to jam? Yeah. Sax out of a guitar case. I
Is
couldn't
this
get a
the
read
first-
on her. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
I couldn't get a read on her genre based off of her looks. Like I'm like, she could be pop. She could be kind of like, I don't know. Like even after her performance, I'm like, what genre is she again? Like-
We'll get to her performance later.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get there. Jay, you were saying?
So is this like the first person in Terrace House that's like a musician? Like that actually came in? Because it's like there's usually a couple in every season.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yes.
think Rie counts as a musician,
Yeah.
but
J-pop idol.
The difference is because I know that Rina kind of said it multiple times throughout the episode when she talks about being a musician is she said she's a musician as in someone that like she plays her guitar and sings. Rie being a J-pop idol is she just does like her dances and her perform like being an idol and being a musician in this sense I feel like are two different things.
I agree. And then there's Momo with her DJ career
Yeah.
in the Mochi Club.
oh yeah. But like, what really defines a musician, right? So
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
we're
of course
getting into
it's
terms.
well,
if
like,
we're going
getting
into a
terms,
philosophical way,
yeah, but I mean like I feel like Rina wouldn't be saying because whenever she mentions that she's a musician, she says that she sings and plays guitar at the same time. So I feel like when she's saying a musician is talking about that. If you ask anyone else like what's a musician, you can get different answers. but I feel like in her head, if she was thinking about Rie, she would be thinking about more of an idol or more of a performer or just a singer or something like that, right?
Right.
Which are two different things, you know? Because
Yeah.
we don't know if Rie actually like plays anything else, right? The closest thing we've seen, I think, was she might have had a little like MIDI keyboard, but that's all we really saw. But this girl, like, she sings and plays the guitar, and that is in and itself a different type of talent too.
Oh yeah, for sure. But if anything, I would call her like a singer-songwriter.
True.
But I don't know.
True. Yeah. So I guess that's one of a handful of these types of people that go to this show, which is always like a conversation starter every time they come in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that is Rina. And we move on to Yosuke Imai, who, when I first heard the last name Imai, I was like, isn't that Hana's last name? But I don't think there's any relation there. But I don't know. Interesting thing, I guess.
Imagine. Oh.
Right? So he is 28. And they asked him if he surfs. He kind of does, but he's like an amateur surfer. So no pro surfer here.
To quote him, he says, "I suck."
A humble man. A
humble man.
I rate that.
That's what you like to see, a humble man. And he's also a photographer, which is really cool. So, Yosuke, what do you guys think?
Seems chill. I don't know. I mean, he speaks English. That's all I can say. But I don't know. Doesn't give me Masato vibes though. So that's a plus.
Okay.
I don't know. Does it give anyone Masato vibes or?
So I know you guys haven't watched Terrace House, but historically speaking, whenever there is a surfer guy, it's usually from the same area of people. He said he's from Kamakura. And later on, there is a trend of when things in the house seem a bit dull or a bit like, it needs some like upliftment.
Vice.
The producers seem to plug in the guy from Kamakura, and it's like they're a clan. There's a handful of them. They always just like, I'm ready for Terrace House. And I think this is like the one that began it all, like Yosuke, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's great. Total mood changer in the house. Throughout the whole episode, we get a lot of like, he's a very jokey guy, but like he could be serious too, but brings everyone into comfort level. And I'm excited because I don't want to go into it deep, but he's like he's kind of a known name in the series.
Also, like Sena, like there's a chance.
Sena's like legendary, but Yosuke has like it's not just him itself; it's just the group of people he hangs out with, or I guess where he's from. It just like it gives a good vibe for a Terrace House.
So like, if he's in the same area as Masato, and all the producers are like aiming towards that kind of vibe, like, is he gonna give a Masato vibe in?
Well,
or like I don't know.
I don't think so, because when I first started watching the series, whenever they say it's a surfer, I'm like, oh, cool, they're chill. Then you get Masato, and it's like, oh, who's this guy? Yeah.
Also, everyone is the opposite of Masato, but they come from the surfer world.
They're not like it.
I wouldn't say like the opposite, because they're all like chill, and even Masato like was chill, right? But he was also aloof. But
Maybe
with the rest of the guys, chill. Yeah, but the rest of the surfer type guys that we've seen, like they've always just been kind of mood boosters. They're always just nice guys that can brighten up the house a little bit. And I feel like that's what Yosuke is right now too. He, he's a chill guy. He makes some jokes that I guess I'll talk about a little bit later. And so I thought he's like a good chemistry piece for the house.
Yeah, I think I'll liven up the whole season of drama for this season. So I'm excited.
Tim, immediate thoughts?
I don't know. Just seems like an all right guy. No strong first impressions. Just Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
happy he's not claiming to be a surfer. He's just like, oh yeah, I surf. I'm bad, but I also do photography.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Kind of like Taechan, you know, we found out that he surfs, but he's not a surfer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tries.
yeah, it's not his
Forte.
how do you say? It's not his personality trait.
Mm.
True.
Yeah, but so we have Rina, we have Yosuke, and we have who I think might be the most intriguing housemate that we see in the house right now, Midori Takechi. Midori. She's 20 years old. She is currently a temp worker, but she has aspirations to be a fashion producer. Something interesting about her is she's half Japanese and half Native American. She also grew up in the States, which is cool. So she speaks English and she has a boyfriend. So yeah, Midori or Mi-chan or Me? I forgot what
I
they
think
call
it's
her.
Ai-chan, if anything.
Yeah, Ai-chan or
Mhm.
Me. I was-
Mi-chan is Miwako.
Yeah, see that was the thing that kind of threw me off is like, who's the Mi-chan in the house? Because she said that they can call her anything they want, but now like they haven't said Ai-chan in the house, so I don't know what they're really calling her. So yeah, but anyways, what do you guys think of Midori?
She's the wild card. I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree.
we all know, guys, she's off the table because she's taken.
Yeah,
She has
is
a
taken.
boyfriend. And we actually got, you know how Shota has a girlfriend? We actually saw the boyfriend for
I know.
Yeah.
Finally.
There's no more wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is a thing. Yeah, it's cool. She's a half Native American. She kind of have that Western vibe, Western culture vibe. So I think that'll add great to the chemistry to the group.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I really don't know. Like, to be honest, all of the new house members are like, they gave me a positive vibe, but again, it was like a meh vibe because we don't know anything.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
day one. It's like yeah, it's like day one with season one of Boys and Girls Next Door all over again. We're just basing
But-
it off of, you know.
I don't know, but like the first season, we all like kind of called out what their personalities would be, and like we were right about some of them. But for like this set of people, we're like, I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes.
Could
playing
it be
it safe.
because when you first watched the show, it was a blind, like you didn't have no expectations whatsoever. But now you're in its fourth season, you kind of have a general sense of what this show is about.
Oh, that's
Do you think that might have changed your perspective? Or like you're kind of holding back of what you think they really are? Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's different when you sight read it, right? Compared to like you doing it over and over. You
Right.
kind of just, yeah.
I guess so. But I was really right about Masato. I was so right about Masato. I said like he gave me slimy vibes, and then I was right.
Hey, you were right about Masato, but you were wrong about Daiki.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Hey, at first impressions, I was right about Daiki. Once he did that thing with like two girls, that's where I like turned around on it.
Fair point.
But in the
fair point.
end, I was right about my first impressions.
We
I
had
guess.
good first impressions of OG, and that just disappointed us.
Oh yeah.
Who's that guy?
Don't know him. We don't know him.
I don't know him. I don't know him.
Yeah, there's only one Tetsu I know in the house.
Yes, there's
Yeah,
only
only
been
one.
one Tetsu.
Our one and only leader.
He's
Oh.
been there for 4 seasons. I
Oh,
can't
it's
believe I can say that.
crazy.
4
Yeah, and he's
seasons.
gonna stay for all of them.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm not confident in that. I think he's leaving at the end of season 4. So
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. If we're
we'll
gonna
see,
pull up
we'll
the
see.
receipts real quick.
Hey, I said I changed my mind last episode. Anyways.
Whoa.
Oh, you-
We've done this 3 episodes in a row,
We've done
guys.
it. We don't have to talk about it. Don't worry. We'll wait for it when it comes.
All right.
Here's more of this episode.
Yeah, but just for like a real quick little thing, it was really cool to hear some English. It was like big
Yes.
vibe change because we heard some like that was one piece of it. Like we heard probably the most English in this one episode than we have the entire series so far.
Mhm.
And it's funny that I say that because the English that was spoken was literally, yeah, sure, a couple times in that first few minutes of the episode. And then a little extra stuff later, but we'll get to that. But anyways, we move on to the housemates settling into their rooms. So Yosuke goes into the guy's room and we find out a little bit more about him. So he works as a clerk at the famous Billabong store chain.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and we get into a little bit of relationship talk. So he was recently out of a relationship. They broke up a little after Christmas. Taechan wanted to know if they spent Christmas together because you know that information is very important to him.
He needs to know.
We go over to the girls' room where Rina has a show tonight, which is pretty cool.
Ooh.
And Midori, or I don't know what to call her, man. I don't know.
Just say Midori
Call
for now.
Midori, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll call her
Don't
Midori
worry,
for now.
man.
So yeah, so
Mhm.
Midori, when they're talking about what she wants to do, she says that she wants to make food for everyone, which is cool. Big change, and very good because Han is not in the house anymore, so they don't really got their cook other than Taechan. But it's crazy because now we have a bunch of cooks, which is great. But I want to talk about a little bit more than that because we actually cut to the panel, and the panelists just off like their first impressions, they think that Yosuke might divide the girls just because of like how much of a nice guy he is. You know, he's also a tall guy, kind of lanky. He's a photographer. And yeah, they had a lot of comments about them. And along with like their little jokes, you know, about how Taechan was amazed by English and all that kind of stuff. And one thing that kind of caught my eye was how they said that Midori seems like the type to potentially stir things up in the house. And like, I don't know,
yeah.
do you guys agree with that? Or
Yeah, I
does
can
he
see
I
do
see that.
I can
Yeah.
so see that. This house needs a new Sena to stir the pot, and I think Midori might be the one to do that.
Funny you say that because they did say, or what's his name? Omi did say that she does seem like a pseudo-Western type of Sena. And honestly, I don't disagree with it, but I think it's more just because, you know, she grew up in the States, into which the culture is very different. Like, I understand she's lived in Japan now, but she has to have that, like, Western side to her still. So she could come in with some stuff, or she might just be like Sena and just not be able to shut her mouth about things, you know. But I feel like she's gonna stir things up too. It's exciting with her. That's why I find her so intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, in terms of Yusuke's like divide, I think what the panel was talking about is he could be too good to be true kind of person. So like girls might be sus of him. He's like, why are you being so nice? You're so tall and attractive and you do photography. There has to be something like bad about you kind of thing.
When having no red flags is the red flag.
Yeah.
Well, clearly there was something wrong because if he spent his significant other in Christmas and it still didn't work out, clearly there was something there.
Dang. Are you saying that he could have been the problem? Anyway,
Could be anything, but I actually don't see anything sus with the guy.
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I don't see it either. I'm just
I'm like,
thinking
what?
the panel is like, you know, he might be too
And-
good to be true. Kind of
Oh, that's
thing.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also don't see anything sus with Midori. I thought I was just like, is it because she kind of looks like Sena, like the same body type,
Mm.
and the fact that she's
Oh.
half.
Long
I
leg.
was like, all right, cool.
I don't think
But,
I don't think she's sus though. I just feel like she's gonna be the type to make things kind of interesting in the house. You know, kind of like in the way that Sena stirred things up in the house too, but it wasn't particularly a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim.
Oh, I'm getting like Shota Sena vibes from Midori.
Oh.
How do you think she's gonna laugh?
Well, we already heard her laugh. Remember when she was joking about cheating on her boyfriend in the intro of last episode, right? So like, no, because that's what I feel like Shota would make a well, maybe not cheating on his girlfriend, but Shota would do a joke like that to like break the ice, and like she definitely said that like I forget the exact like phrasing for the subtitles, but it was like she was like initially very comfortable, kind of like Hana as well. Like she was just like open right off the bat, like like this is all of me, this is my full personality, this is the volume I speak at, not like as reserved as the others are when making first impressions, right? Like
Yeah.
Taechan takes a little while to open up and be comfortable, but like Midori was like comfortable, I guess, right off the bat, which was cool.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I see that. One other thing that I took of note that the panelists said was that they thought that Yosuke was kind of like what Taechan kind of aspires to become. He's like if Taechan evolved, he would be Yosuke. How do y'all feel about that? Because I see it, but
I only understand it from a looks perspective.
real okay.
That's
I
it.
could see the similarities. The shaved head.
Yeah. That's all I can like
That's it,
tell. Like the looks. Like I get what you mean, Tim. Like just a shaved head is like
Yeah, I mean, like I guess they both cook. Like I don't know. Like I'm not sure how
Oh, right.
how Yosuke's personality is, so I can't tell if Taechan is like a younger version of him. But in terms of hobbies, they both like I guess are athletic to some degree. They both like surf as a hobby.
Yeah.
One, they both cook, right? I think like it said Yosuke got like a cooking license or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I think he went to like school or whatever.
yeah, like
Okay. Okay.
they
Yeah.
both got dumped.
No, I get it.
oh my goodness.
I get what they're saying. Yeah, like it was funny because it's like, wow, this Yosuke guy, he can do everything. He can surf, he can cook. Yeah, he can do everything. I was like, what? That's two things, man.
That's only two things.
Relax. But I think it's more of the fact that Yosuke gives a vibe where he's just really not like comfortable with his own skin. Like it doesn't matter if he's like and I think a good example is like, oh yeah, I surf, but I suck. Like that itself is just like, yeah, I know what I am capable of, and I'm okay to say that I suck. I think Taechan doesn't have that bravado yet, and I think that's what he's working on because the whole series we're just seeing him grow, right, and seeing him trying not to be insecure about himself, and like right now from the last couple episodes, it's like him being insecure about himself acting. So it's like, yeah, I think I get it, but come on. I guess they look alike. I don't know.
Yeah, I was really thinking about really just from a personality perspective, because he's comfortable, he makes jokes, stuff like that kind of attracts some of the girls. That's what the panel thought that it was going to do, at least, right? And that is what Taechan basically is aspired to be, not career wise, but just like personality wise. He wants to be the type that's comfortable, that doesn't get nervous, that isn't like as introverted as he was when he showed up and stuff like that. So yeah, Yosuke is the evolved version in that sense, but that's like all I really see it in. I really want to see how he is when he goes into photographer mode, because if he's like very good at what he does there, then yeah, I can see it more, because he is very accustomed in his trade, in his work, basically. So we'll see. But moving on, we get a little montage of all the new people doing their work. So Yosuke working at the Billabong shop, and when asked about who kind of interests him, he does talk about how he does want to have a jam session with Rina. He actually did bring his guitar to the house, which was really cool. We cut to Midori, who is grocery shopping, and that's where we kind of find out that she grew up in Arizona, which is cool. And we get to see Rina at the venue tuning her guitar. So back at the house, Midori's cooking and Yosuke comes home, And they kind of do a little small talk, and that's when we find out that Yosuke actually does like to cook as well, and he likes to go all out when he cooks, especially for his family. So really hoping to see lots of good dishes this season, because it's always beautiful the way the Terrace House presents their food. So that's really cool. And there was this really interesting scene here because Miyoko came home, and when talking to Yosuke, she's like, okay, yeah, so why did you come to Terrace House? And Yosuke gives this very interesting answer. I think it was like, I think it was not like his actual answer, but it was really just kind of a snarky answer to give back. So she's like, why did you come to Terrace House? And he's like, because I applied myself. So, okay. And yeah, so we get to learn more about the new members. Midori's been with her boyfriend for about 8 months. And she talked about how she didn't really have an adolescence when she was in the States. It wasn't actually safe for her to live there, which was like, wow. It makes you think, because she is a Native American as well. So if you can put two and two together, like, you kind of gain the understanding. Yeah, I don't know. As a Canadian who has done a little bit of research on stuff like that, I feel I don't understand, but like I can see where she's coming from. But yeah, we cut to Rina's gig, and we find out that she had a CD in 2012. I was supposed to look for this CD on the internet, but I just didn't do it. So maybe I'll do it later. We'll see, and I'll show it to you guys. But back at the house, Miyoko and Yosuke help out with the cooking, and everyone comes home for a nice dinner. I'm just gonna keep going on, guys. Feel free to interrupt me whenever you want to, but I'm just gonna keep going. So,
Well, can I say one thing about her performance?
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So in terms of genre, did not expect that.
What genre is that? Sorry.
She's more on the pop side, I think. Like, the only artist that I can like pin out is like Clara Chung, and like she was a huge YouTuber back in like 2012, which is like the perfect era that we're talking about right now. But yeah, if you listen to her songs like Offbeat and the Camel song, like you can probably understand the vibe that I was getting from Rina. But
I thought it was quirky, and I liked
it
it.
did be quirky.
It's a happy song. It seems like a slice of life anime ending song.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I finished an episode of a show about growing up, a coming of age. That's like 11 episodes deep, and it's a feel good anime, and I liked it. It's a happy performance.
I mean, Tim, I remember you saying that you weren't a huge fan of
Well,
her
like
performance.
maybe my expectations were just way too up there. Maybe, I don't know, but like when she took the stage and she sang, like, she did a good job. She's not by any means a bad guitarist and bad singer, but I wasn't blown away either. I wasn't like, I guess, drawn
Impressed.
into with her performance.
Mm.
Like, she did a good job, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's, for lack of a better word, I don't want to call her average, but like nothing spoke out to me. Like, why would, like, I don't know, like from a record label producer perspective, it's like, well, what makes her different than any other, like, you know, singer, songwriter, guitarist?
You should have asked that question when all those singer songwriters in YouTube at around that time doing the same thing.
They were. I can pin out so many YouTubers that had like similar vibes to each other.
Yeah.
And it was only from like 2010 to like 2015. That was the era of like a folk pop era, I think.
Yeah.
Could go a little bit even like earlier than that.
Yeah, like
around the
late 20, early, yeah, like
Yeah.
2007, I think.
Yeah.
Then it just like ramped up until 2013, I think.
Yeah.
It started going down.
Oh, yeah.
It was back when everyone's videos were just made on like a really old camcorder in like a bathroom or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because of acoustics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta get the good acoustics. Yeah. So moving on from that, we actually do see their first dinner together, which is nice. We get to hear about Rina's kind of origins, talks about her gig. We find out how she got into music and how it was really cool. She decided to go to a school, not because of the school, but because of this club that was like near the school that she went to just to join the music club, and to find out that she actually got picked up because she started performing there was really cool. Of course, we get to see Yosuke pulling out some jokes, speaking a little English. Rice, water, Taechan. It was cool. Feel good moment. You know, really, he's quick. He's very quickly becoming a beloved housemate in that scene. It was really cool. And also something very important that we should take note of: Taechan's birthday is coming up soon. So that's
Guys,
exciting.
we should celebrate. This is like the main character of the show.
Wait, when's his birthday again?
It's July 28th.
Oh,
Got it. Put it
Yeah.
on your calendars. We're celebrating
July.
Taechan's birthday.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so July 28th. But anyways, on to some more important stuff, right? So I'm going to start with the guys' room. We cut to the guys' room where Daiki asks Yosuke if there's anyone that he's into. And he's like, he likes the vibe between him and Mi-chan. Interesting. But he does think that Rina's cool because of the whole guitar connection, I guess, the whole jam session stuff. But hey, Miyoko. It's a little bit of a curveball there, but I like that. And Taechan does tell the guys that he told Miyoko that he's over chasing girls. However, bigger things happen in the girls' room, or at least I thought bigger things happened there, because they talk about the guys, of course. And Rina is charmed by Daiki. And Miyoko does say that she's still interested in Daiki, but she is more aware that she doesn't think that he sees her that way anymore. But the other girls kind of give her a little bit of advice, saying that maybe it's because she's not really taking much action. So yeah, she should be, you know, going out
Shooting
there
her shot.
shooting her shot more. Yeah. But Miyoko does say that she wants to go at her own pace. However, the title of the episode was all made for this one specific part, because they do say, hey, you know, summer's coming. So get ready for that. And after they say that, the episode ends. And yeah, very interesting. I don't know why they chose to make the title that, because it was like one little part of the scene, but I guess like it's all just kind of setting up the entire season. This entire episode just felt like a big setup. So yeah, what do you guys think of the episode as a whole?
I think it was great. Great season premiere. Good start. New housemates. I think the show is really good. I didn't realize there was like segmented seasons in the series at all until like now. So I guess it's like when they really differentiate the pace of the show, it's like, oh yeah, new season. So like our last arc was like the whole love, like I don't even want to remember about it because it kind of annoys me with like OG. But now it's like, ooh, we got the Yosuke arc, and we got and it's cool. I like it. It's great pace, and it's summer. It seems like these seasons are based on the season, like maybe the summer vibe, right? Season 2 was all about winter. Last season was like a spring thing. I feel like it. Then the first season was like really about like it's summers and the kind of thing. But I'm excited. I just wanted to add that Taechan is a Leo. I don't know if he's alluding any Leo vibes for
Isn't that a lion? Wouldn't it?
Yeah. So like I searched it up quick. Like I don't see it, but okay.
Well, I mean, he did get into acting. So I mean, aren't Leos known for like liking attention and like being
I don't know.
prideful? I don't know. I don't know astrology.
That's I'm pretty sure that's a Pisces thing as well.
Oh, is it? I don't know anything about astrology. I'm a asparagus.
True. The grilled one or the boiled one?
Boiled.
True.
Boiled, but only when my pot is in retrograde.
I get
Oh
it.
man, okay.
But yeah, like Leos are okay. I looked it up quickly, and it's characterized by confidence, outgoingness, and independence. So I'm like, I don't vibe with him like that. Maybe
It's
he's still
because he hasn't grown his mane yet.
Yeah,
You know?
Oh, you're saying he's still a cub?
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, right
my-
now, if we're talking
Yeah.
Lion King, our boy is still chilling with Timon and Pumbaa. in the room.
True. He
Uh,
just met Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, exactly. Timon and Pumbaa being like every
Yeah.
I mean-
romance in the
Yeah,
show.
I get it.
I mean, you see the outgoingness out of him, kind of.
Yeah, with the
It's-
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the boys.
exactly.
With the boys, but
Exactly.
then, you know, like
Taechan's
He just
still
needs his
learning
Nala.
about Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
he is.
And he's what he can drink, right? That's his drinking of age
Oh.
birthday. Oh, I can't wait for that
Oh.
episode.
Drunk Taechan.
I feel like he's gonna say a lot of things.
Ooh.
With courage.
Like
Yeah.
hurtful things? Or...
No, just a lot of personal things. We're gonna
Okay,
learn a lot about Taechan if we get to see him on his birthday. I hope.
I
we do.
hope he's not a sad drunk. I hope he doesn't
Well,
get sad when
he could be.
Find out.
talkative.
We don't know. This is a
I hope
new
he-
age, new season. Girl.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of rushed through the episode because I didn't want to go too long because I wanted to ask you guys this thing. I wanted to,
Oh.
or at least, yeah, I wanted to ask you guys something. So I was gonna ask it last episode, but I wanted all four of us to be here for it. So we've seen a bunch of intros at this point, right? We're four seasons in. We've seen stuff at restaurants. We've seen stuff at shops. We've seen stuff in people's houses and stuff like that. Of all different types of intros, you know, they've talked to friends, family. They've been on the phone. So, we've even seen ones where there wasn't even an intro at all. We've just seen them kind of pull up, which is kind of cool. So I wanted to ask you guys, if you were to be going to Terrace House, what would you want your intro to be? Who would you be talking to? Where would it be? How would you be doing it? Yeah, just set the scene for yourself.
Can we choose like any like all existing cast members? Like we can set our own scenario, or like how does this work?
Just set. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
pretend.
Mm.
Let's pretend. Okay, so there's four of us.
okay, and there's
Let's say there are 4 spots open in the house, and the 4 of us are the ones going.
Okay.
Right. So each one of us has to have our own separate intro. You know. So. What do you think your intro is gonna look like? I already kind of have mine in my head because I made the.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
James, tell us
Yeah,
first.
tell
'cause
us,
you,
James.
Tell us first.
Yeah,
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 that's your
okay,
question.
easy.
Go.
Easy. So mine, we're skipping over to 2021 because it's 2021 now, right?
Okay.
Me as the young adult that I am right now, my thing would be like, okay. So my thing would probably be in my room. So it would be in my room, where I would be like playing guitar or playing piano, and I would be on like a FaceTime call or a call with my girlfriend. And I'd be like, hey, so like, do you know that show that I auditioned for like a couple months ago? Yeah, Terrace House, that show that I'm really into. Yeah, turns out I'm gonna go there. And then she's gonna be like, oh snap, you're going? Dang, okay. Be careful. I'm be like, bro, you got nothing to worry about.
Bro, you got nothing to worry about.
This is
Just to set that up.
Oh my goodness.
the end of the episode too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that would be my
that's a
scenario.
good one.
Oh,
That's a
I
good
get
That's
it.
so
now.
short, Jay.
No,
get
it's
it.
not just gonna be like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, you know, there's gonna be setup. You know, they're gonna be camera panning to like my keyboard, or it'll be panning to like me
Yeah.
like playing guitar or like playing piano,
Mhm.
and then you know I'll be like, oh, maybe it'll be the camera will be behind me, and I'll pull up my phone, going like, hey, and then the entire conversation will be from like behind here or whatever. Yeah.
Sounds like a good intro, though.
That sounds like a good intro.
I'd watch it.
Thank you. That was a big shower thought right there.
Oh my.
That was actually a really good one. I was confused because I guess when you said intro, I thought you meant like the, you know, like where
The
like
title
or-
cards?
the title cards and everyone's going in. I'm like,
no,
okay, yeah, I know
mean like
mine.
the teaser, like the teaser.
It's it's basically when you introduce yourself to the show, but you're not showing your face yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I came up with my title card just now. I don't know.
Okay, I'll go so you have time to think, Tim.
FYI, my title card would say aspiring house husband. I think
Sir? You're not
I
gonna
think
say-
that would be. I think that would be the
Bro,
one.
honestly though, like your actual career would be very interesting to be on the show
True.
with your
Dude.
actual career.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. I mean,
aspiring house husband, I like that.
aspiring. Yes.
I like that.
Wow.
All right, Chess. How would your intro go? Your teaser
Okay.
trailer.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna happen around April because I like graduated from my music degree.
Like
so
Wow.
so I'll be on like in a practice room at school, and then
Continue.
and then like I'll have like maybe one of my friends knock on the door and then be like, they'll open the door and be like, so how's your pieces going? I was like, actually, I have some news to tell you. I'm gonna be on Terrace House instead. And then they're gonna be like, wait, but aren't you still in school? So like, how is this gonna work? Kind of thing. And I was like, but don't worry, because like there's a thing called online school. So I can technically do Terrace House.
Wow.
And I don't know. Like, that's all I thought of. James, I feel like you have ideas for me. So throw them.
Do you know what's so funny about your scenario? Because I was in my head, I was kind of like picturing scenarios for like all of you guys once I created mine, right? And what you just said was exactly what I was thinking in my head.
Wow.
I was just like, in my head, I was like, okay, she's gonna be in a practice room and someone's gonna like walk in her practice room and then she's gonna tell them. And I was just like, when you said that you're in a practice room, I was like, whoa.
Am I that predictable now? Oh my god.
No.
I mean, it was either that or it's like during dance practice for like the Filipino shows that I usually do.
Oh, that, yeah.
That'd be cool, too.
Yeah, so it was one or the other because that's basically all I did in my degree. So,
True.
how about you, Jay?
Since at this point the show's all about self-promotion.
Keep me on Twitch.
I'm not on Twitch, but
Hey,
I would
what's
just
up,
either.
chat? Guess what? I'm going to be on Terrace House.
No, I think it's more that's like if it's like realistic, I'll be like, okay, I would probably talk to like my significant other or a friend or my family member. They're like, so you know that show that I really like and I made a podcast with. I'm one of the people that can live in that show that I'm making a podcast with. Since, you know, I love the whole meta thing about Terrace House. So yeah, it'll be really interesting on how I'll be recording a podcast while in a show.
That would be so cool.
That would be so meta.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'd be like, so I don't even know how to react to things, but I think I still want to like record the podcast. And yeah, self-promotion.
I was gonna say, like, would you still be able to do the podcast if you're actually on the show? Like,
Depends on my contract. If I'm contractually, because technically I can still talk about it, right?
because it's
Based
from
on
a
what we've
past
seen.
season. So.
Yeah. So it's like what?
Mm.
So it'll be very meta. It'll be like that.
would be cool.
I can already imagine it. There'll be someone in the house who is like pro Masato, and then y'all are gonna have like a talk about it.
Yeah. So
I'm imagining the content as we go.
exactly. So that'd be like if it's like if it was like if Terrace House was still continuing, right? I'd be like, yeah, that's my spiel, or like that's my hook. Like, oh, this guy makes a podcast, but I feel like that'd be like a negative like view because like, oh, that's weird, or it's like it's not negative, but it's like that's a little bit nuanced or out there. Like I don't model, I don't do anything. Like I don't have like a quick gimmick, but
Hey man, different characters, you know.
exactly.
It's the variety.
I feel like in terms of recording the podcast, you might be contracted to do another show instead of Terrace House.
Yeah. Either that or I take my time off
That
Yeah.
too.
as soon as I'm out. I don't even know what my goal is, honestly. Like, oh, why'd you apply for Terrace House? Free rent.
I mean, same as Yosuke. Like,
Oh, free
There are
rent.
people in later seasons that are just
Yeah.
like, hey man, I'm here for a good time.
I'm
Exactly.
just here to drink and party.
yeah.
Yeah, so Tim,
Me.
what do you got?
I
Sir,
don't,
we give you the extra time to think.
I don't know. Probably like in my
House
like
husband.
house husband. No, probably like in my workshop or somewhere in the basement.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
like I'll be working on like I'll be tinkering with something and like on the
That's
phone.
hot. That's hot. I'm
Mm.
about it.
I like it. I like it. I like
on
it.
the saw or like fixing up a computer or
But
whatever, like working on something, and then just be like or sanding, and we're just like, hey, yeah. I'll probably call my girlfriend, like, yeah. So, you know that podcast that I do? Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of that. Not, I mean, no, that's a horrible explanation. Like that, yeah. I'm gonna be a part of the show. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Japan and live in wherever. Yeah.
You guys said forever. He's gonna try to beat Taechon's record.
Oh, if there is a record for longest lasting person, I'm definitely.
Oh, Tim.
That's
Just for the
outright.
record.
Just for the record.
Oh,
That's
God.
great. Longest
I see
lasting
it too.
house member. Mhm.
I see
Yeah.
there's a scene in like with Tim, like he's blowing like wood chips or wood dust somewhere.
Ooh,
Like- like-
in the intro song, in the title song, that'll be so sick.
Ooh.
The screen is him like this.
sick.
Oh,
What a shot. What a shot.
Yeah.
Aspiring, well, well, you're
Aspiring house
husband.
husband.
And then the wood chip.
Aspiring house husband.
Oh man.
Wait, so what would our title cards be? Like just
Yes.
career?
I'm curious. What would your title cards be, guys?
I mean, mine would still say student because I
Oh.
still have 2 more years of school, but
yeah, student, aspiring music teacher.
yeah.
I'd be like amateur podcaster.
I'd be like a dreamer.
Yeah.
Just happy to be around.
Yeah,
that's
I feel like the
good.
shots for the title card would be like me walking down the street, me putting my mic into my closet as I'm about to like sing into it.
Oh,
It'd be something really dumb.
You
It'd be
just
like,
nerding out.
yeah, it'd be like me playing my PS4 or something.
Yes.
The more mundane, the better.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, those are some good scenarios, guys. Like, I really like those. Okay.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Now that we've done all of that, any last comments? Actually, I don't know if you guys have anything else to say. It was a cool episode. I thought it was a cool episode.
I really hope I get to see a jam session with
Dumb.
Me too.
Rina and Yosuke.
Yeah.
And I really hope like Yosuke's not even like good at guitar. He's just a jammer. So that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the
Kinda-
voice of an angel.
Ooh.
Sure. Or even better, he's not even good at singing, but he just has a good time.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. All of his he just does like ad libs. Like as he's playing, he's like, "Hey."
Yeah. like he just says English words, which is like, I'm about that.
No, he scats. Imagine him scatting.
That's it. I'm about it.
Jason
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mraz. Okay.
Rice, pumpkin. I don't know.
Water.
Taechan. Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's all we got, then that was that was our recap of Terrace House.
Woohoo.
Wow, I was gonna say Terrace House We the Panel a Terrace House.
We're pitching a show, right? To Fuji
Wow.
TV.
Oh boy, what is happening? Okay, but now that the episode's over, before we leave, of course, we do have some plugs. But before I get to those, this is your reminder that We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, can be found on all podcasting platforms. That means you're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. What are they called? I just looked at the list of what we're on recently. I don't remember, but you could find the complete list of that stuff on our Anchor at anchor.fm/we-the-panel. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, hit that bell notification button so you'll be kept up to date on whenever we upload videos onto the channel. Of course, you can also follow us on Instagram at We The Panel Pod, where I post little clips of what we do in the episode, as well as letting you guys know when stuff is going up onto YouTube. So feel free to follow us there. And yeah, now we'll get on to some personal plugs, So starting off with everyone's favorite house husband, Tim.
Oh, no. This is going to be a recurring.
Yes, do it.
Where can we find you on the internet?
You guys can find me right here on We the Panel, the YouTube channel, right here, and my personal Insta down below, Timbit1997, as well as Twitch. I sometimes go on there to play games, and yeah.
Nice. And of course, we have our resident TikToker, Cheska. Looking good with that natural sunlight in her face. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Cheska Camille _. If anything, if you want to talk about Drag Race, because Drag Race Down Under is now a thing.
Is that like Australia?
Yeah, Australia, New Zealand.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will be talking about that a lot.
All right. And of course, we have our not so silver-haired fox, Jason. Where can we find you and your Hello Kitty humidifier on the internet?
You know what? I've been thinking long and hard about this, and I might make a TikTok.
Oh wow!
Only here's the thing,
follow
guys.
you.
I'll make a TikTok once he gets 100 subs.
Oh, I like that.
Sub, guys.
Do it.
Sub, please sub. We need this. He makes great content.
Okay.
I'll make a TikTok because I feel like I'm on it a lot recently, just because it's just I've been watching a lot of reels and Instagram shorts or whatever. Oh my gosh. It's not good.
There are
It's a
also
guilty
some
pleasure.
little cooking tips. I know you cook a lot. There are some cooking tips
Oh,
on that
the
side of
cook-
TikTok.
Yeah, there's so
Cooking
much of
TikTok is
whatever.
great.
Like I delved into like a paranormal TikTok thing. I don't know. It's bothering me. So if we get to 100 subs, I'm gonna make a TikTok. There
There you
We're
go.
at-
Do it, yes.
There
At this
you
episode,
go.
we're at what, 62? Damn,
Like that.
good job. Thank you so much for everyone for supporting us.
Thank you.
And yeah, keep up with them subs, and yeah, still sticking with us. It's a long show. And maybe Twitch. But other than that, how can we reach you, James?
Oh man, you can find all of my socials and stuff down below. You can also follow me or subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'm finally posting stuff again. It's a lot of stuff from my Instagram, but it's still content, so you can subscribe to me there. And yeah, all of my links are down below. But once again, thank you so much for watching. It has been a time. And from myself, James, Tim, Jason, and Cheska, my earphone. From We the Panel, once again, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Sleep warmly.
Sleep warmly.
Okay.
Yes.